Yeah,
Yeah.
11 a.m. That sounds good. That
Yeah.
sounds good. It's 6 a.m., but you are free until 11. That's really nice.
Yeah. Uh, it's not my job is uh for uh family business.
Oh, yeah, you told me. So you help your
Yeah.
family on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's good, man. That's very nice. They are teaching you the basics to go to work in real life. Am I
Yes.
right?
And now I'm in my father's house and I'm with my mom.
Ah, he's so tiny. What does
Yeah.
he have on his mouth?
Uh, uh,
He had something in his mouth. No?
Sorry?
He had something in its mouth. He's biting something, right? He's, he was holding something, I think.
It's a chihuahua.
Yeah, 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 yeah. There, that it is. What's that
Bone.
in his mouth?
Yeah. A bone.
It's a bone. Ah, ah, he's adorable. Is he frenetic or is he relaxed?
No, no, no. It's a devil.
He's a devil. Yes,
Yeah.
that's good. That's amazing. How often do you see him?
Uh, 1 year ago?
No. How often? How often? How frequent do you see him?
Oh, every week? Yeah,
Okay. With no issue. That is so cool.
usually. Usually.
He's adorable. I like chihuahuas. I really like
Yeah,
chihuahuas.
yeah,
I
I
learned to
love
love
this.
them.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, he's so he's so relaxed that you're holding him. I love them because when they are confident or when they know you, they they let you do whatever you want. You know,
Yeah,
you can change the dog and you can flip it and you can do whatever you want and the dog is like
and
yeah.
you know what? Uh, it, it's like a ninja.
Like a ninja
Yeah,
because it flips, no? Like or why?
yeah. It's very, very, um, the opposite of calm,
Calm is a frenzy. You can say frenzy.
frenzy.
Hmm.
Okay, it's very frenzy, but it's very uh silentist,
Silent.
silent. It's
No,
very silent,
silent with L.
very silent.
Ah, okay. So he doesn't bark a lot.
No,
Ah,
yeah,
that's so fortunate, man. That's so fortunate because, yeah, that's the negative part about them. You know?
yeah.
That's why I asked precisely. Very nice. I like the dogs too. I really, really like them. I had a chihuahua too in the past. That's really
Okay.
nice. Yes, and Silvana has like a lot of dogs. She's listening to us. Are you is that with you, Silvana? Or are you together? Y Silvana. So
We are
probably
dogs
I'm
lovers.
sorry, what did you say?
there you are. I was asking about your dogs. How many dogs did you say you have?
I have 4 dogs. Oh,
Oh, that's adorable.
sorry,
And
it's because one of them hit me with his uh,
tail.
tail. Yeah.
With his tail. Ah, they're great. They're great. It's just a fantastic way to spend your time with. They're like massive babies. Massive.
Yeah, but they are too much.
Yes, yes, it is. It's too much attention. I cannot believe how you survive with three of them. You know, that's just a lot. You
Me
know,
neither.
me neither. That's so wrong. But okay, let's practice. Okay, we're gonna do listening today. We're gonna practice some questions about the video. This a video that we were talking on Monday? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm having a little bit of a management issue, and I'm getting lost on the videos that we have seen. But yeah, this is the video. Let's start with this one. Right? Is Isaac with you, Cynthia?
No, teacher,
Where is he?
we are not together.
You are not
No,
together anymore.
no, he.
Anymore.
Exactly. I wanted to say like please don't say anymore. Please don't say anymore. You know.
You said I'm going to lose one student.
Not because of that, but yes. Yeah. No, where is he?
He's here,
Working.
but he wasn't
He's working.
participate.
I
No,
hear.
he's here.
Yeah.
I'm here, teacher. No, I'm just tired.
Oh, okay, okay. You're just tired. I thought you were working. You could have
Nah.
told me. You could have told me that you were working, and I was going to believe you.
No, it's something weird that if I work after 4 o'clock.
You get.
Unless he will be paid.
Yeah,
No.
well, actually, I prefer to work on weekends because the embassy paid me three times
Three
my
times.
regular salary. Yeah.
That's of course everybody would prefer that, but the after hours are not paid.
And yes, they pay me, but only how say double or twice my regular
Twice.
salary. Yes, twice. So
Well, it's like
yes, I
yeah,
prefer 3 times.
of course, definitely. Well, it was a difficult day for you, brother, but it's nice. Thank you for answering. I was really hoping that, or really believing that that you were away or something. You know?
I think that I haven't missed any class, no?
No, you are very. That's what I was speaking to Jessica before your class, and she was like, "Hurry up because you need to prepare your class." She told me, "I hope they come because it's Friday," and I told
Yeah.
her, "Bro, Isaac is gonna come. Like, at least Isaac is gonna come. So let me get ready the meeting."
Yes. I'm always here.
Always, good job, brother. Good job. More students like you. Good.
Yes,
Okay.
I want to take on the advantage that I can.
Yes, that's right. Yes, like pressure your teacher, get all the juice that you can get from the course. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna start with the listening. I'm gonna create the questions. We're gonna watch the video once again, and let's talk about it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, action.
Let's be honest, aren't fraternities overrated? So let's take a look at the fraternities that really fit the word frats. We'll leave out the explicitly ethnic, religious, and academic fraternities, and we'll try to remember that every fraternity at every college is different. Still, you know the stereotype. It's the type of place that chants, nerds, nerds, nerds. Like a lot cooler than that.
Where are they? I think they're talking about us.
Even when we just look at the goofy party side of frats, there are real negatives. Studies have shown that frats correlate with increased binge drinking and an average 0.25 drop in GPA. It's only once you look at the long history of fraternities that you understand why Greek life became a part of college life, and why it's unlikely to go away anytime soon. Here's Benjamin Franklin, opening a Masonic lodge. Fraternal organizations in the United States, like the Freemasons, are actually key to understanding college fraternities. You know, that eye on his apron kinda looks like a mystical belly button. Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity, founded at William and Mary in Virginia. It was an honor society, and early fraternities were similarly academic. By 1825, 3 purely social fraternities at Union College in Schenectady formed. The college system had begun. The next year, a man named William Morgan was murdered. Morgan died mysteriously after threatening to expose Masonic secrets. This led to an entire political party, the Anti-Masonic Party, revolting against the Masons in America. It's less about the mysterious murder than the climate. Secret societies were a big deal, and people were kind of afraid of them. That included adult fraternities like the Masons, but also secret societies in colleges. Colleges preferred open celebrations of school, like this bucolic, only slightly violent, class day from the 1850s. This 1900s issue of a Sigma Nu journal shows consequences of anti-fraternity sentiment, laws that banned fraternities or forced them to operate in secret. Even successful fraternities had to find strategies to fight this. Delta Upsilon started as an anti-secret fraternity, a frat without secret rituals, for this reason. It seemed like frats were on the way out. So what changed? This chart and this flagpole are equally important to understand how frats took over schools. Look at that jump from 63,000 students in 1870 to 600,000 in 1920. It's massive. This jump in enrollment created a lot of problems, and fraternities helped colleges solve them. Like that kid on the flagpole. College flag rush, where freshmen and sophomores battled over a flag, was popular for everybody, not just frat kids. Look at those ripped clothes. Students were injured and even killed during the scramble. The point is, college students are idiotic, full stop, and colleges started to see Greek life as a tool to maintain order. First, fraternities provided housing for that rapidly swelling student population. Fraternities also provided infrastructure for disciplining a horde of students.
Well.
You see scenes like these and wonder why deans keep fraternities around. But the administration actually brought them back. As former frat members aged into leadership roles, they realized that fraternities gave them somebody to yell at.
Greg, what is the worst fraternity on this campus?
Fraternities are distributed discipline. Deans could yell at Greek leaders, who could yell at upperclassmen, who could yell at underclassmen, instead of having to discipline that giant section of the bar chart all by themselves. And the big reason for keeping frats around? Administrators realized that frats led to money after college. Alumni donations from fraternity and sorority members are higher than from other students. Students loved the university through their fraternities, and the university had a lot of reasons to stay chained to them. That same paper that showed that fraternities increase binge drinking, it also showed that they increase alumni income because of the networking opportunities. That's without even mentioning the lifelong friendships that Greek members form. But the downsides of fraternities can be a lot worse than what we see in the movies. It's easy to marvel at 100-year-old hazing, But as Caitlin Flanagan wrote in The Atlantic, all that binge drinking and hazing can have life-threatening consequences. She notes disproportionate injuries in fraternity housing, high alcohol use, and alleged sexual assault, along with a lasting legacy of racial discrimination. Whether fraternities are overrated depends how you view them and how you view college students. We're all asking the same questions as those administrators in the 1800s, and we have to figure out if their solutions are still the right ones today. How you view students, and maybe even all people, changes your answer. Do frats help control the problems in college life? Or do they create them?
So do they help or do they create problems? That's a massive question. The first question that we're gonna answer will be what's the first, no, what was the first frat to exist? Who remembers?
Me?
Okay, tell me, Rafa, what was the first frat to exist?
Delta?
Delta what? Because there should be three Greek letters.
No.
Okay. What about the rest, Savannah and Isaac? Do you remember? I know. Isaac is sleeping. Savannah.
Uh,
I don't remember very well, but I think that's something with delta P or something like that.
Right. The Greek numbers change in English too. It's not P.
the what?
The Greek numbers, the Greek letters, Greek letters, they change in English too.
Delta. I don't remember. Delta.
Delta,
Beta.
pi.
Pi?
Pi. The
Ah,
word
pi.
in English is
Oh,
pi. But
pi.
anyway, that's not the name. I'm just correcting
Uh,
the pronunciation. It's P is Spanish, pi is English. Okay? That's one. So let's listen to the answer to this question, okay? The answer is at the beginning of the video, and we start like this.
It's only one part of town. Here's Benjamin Frank's in the United States, fraternities. You know, that eye on his apron kind of looks like a mystical belly button. Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity, founded at William and Mary in Virginia.
That's the answer. So let's get through the listening comprehension letter by letter. Rafa, what did they say?
Teacher, I wrote it.
You wrote it. Cool. Tell me about it.
P-H-I.
P-H-I, but you're spelling. What's the pronunciation?
No. Phi Beta Kappa.
T beta kappa. Beta is right. That's the pronunciation. Kappa is right, but the first word, we need to check the pronunciation. Beta kappa. How do you spell kappa? How do you spell kappa?
Phi Beta Kappa.
Pronounce phi or phi. I don't remember.
I think that kappa is without H, no?
Yeah. How do you
Yeah.
spell kappa?
It's without H.
It's without H. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it was Phi or Phi, I don't remember, Beta Kappa. What else? What else?
What else?
I mean, give me a complete idea. What was the idea in the video?
Phi Beta Kappa was the first frat to exist.
Well, the full idea in the video, not the right answer. Well, the direct answer to my question. You know, like what information is in the video? It's listening day. We need to catch info. Do you have anything else?
I don't remember.
Let's repeat it.
I focused on the name.
Exactly. You focus on the name and you forgot the rest. So we gotta go through all the information, okay? Second shot.
As the first early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
Phi Beta Kappa
Phi Beta Kappa
was the first fraternity.
was the first fraternity. Listen again and check if it matches, okay?
Okay.
Fraternity is a mystical belly button. Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
Oh yeah, as the first fraternity.
As the first fraternity. Complete idea?
Phi Beta Kappa was the first fraternity.
As the first fraternity. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that sound complete?
Again?
Does that sound complete?
Yeah. Well, no.
Exactly.
We
It's
need
just
the text before Phi Beta Kappa.
exactly all the information before Phi Beta Kappa. There's a lot of information there, and we need in a normal sentence it's person verb complement, and we don't have a person, we don't have a verb, we don't have a complement for that reason. So
Well,
incomplete.
Here, the founders William and Mary called Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
Rafa, what are you doing? You are inventing. We are.
No, I'm reading this.
Yes, you are reading, but you are extracting information from the text. Where what I need you to do is to use your ears,
Yeah.
not the text, bro. Don't read. It's about listening. Okay. So then we are going to go through the next person. We need help. Savannah's help. Please help us complete this sentence. Do you have more information or do you want to listen again?
I think that is something like I, I don't know if the first word is really, but I will try to listen in again. But the next is fraternity history point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
Fraternity history point or points?
Points.
Points to.
Yeah, I just have that.
Okay.
Can I listen the audio again?
Sure. Listen again. First repetition.
Fraternity history, a mystical belly button. Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity. Founded
Is I think that is really, really,
Really?
isn't it?
It is not.
No?
It is
Okay.
not really.
Well,
What else?
it says histories.
Exactly.
And it is point two, or is it point?
Because we said histories.
Yeah, histories is plural.
Good. Okay, second shot.
A mystical belly button. Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
No, I don't know. I still hear real, or is it real? Real,
Real?
only real.
Real
Real fraternity.
fraternity histories. We can add an adjective, yes, but that doesn't make sense. Real fraternity histories. Why real? You know, that doesn't match. There is a verb, no, there is an adjective that we use to describe things that happened at the beginning of history. Like there are two adjectives that we usually use for the beginning of history versus the most recent events in history. And it's a time expression, it's an adjective of time. Do you have any idea?
No. Mm, no.
We need the help. Okay, we have one last chance.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Fraternity, like a mystical belly button. Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
No.
No? Then let's go to Isaac. What do you listen, Isaac? What do you hear?
I sorry.
Este, el
I
inglés.
have the sense is it I hear something like real or really.
You are not associating phonetics, both of you.
Ah,
We need to pronounce. Rafa, do you know the word? Yes, the three of you. The three of you. We need to check phonetics again. Talking about phonetics, we're gonna. There are three rhotic sounds in the language. What is a rhotic sound? A rhotic sound is a sound that sounds like an R. For example, ra, ram, or you know. The four sounds that I pronounced are called rhotic sound, and there's a massive family of rhotic sounds. When you hear an R, the first thing that you imagine is this symbol, and at the same time you imagine the alphabet, right? So when you hear R, you expect that it's an R. But what happened, for example, when you pronounce the word? Let's go to the dictionary and let's check the word. This. I want you to observe the pronunciation for this word, okay? Look at the symbols, and we don't get an R after this symbol. Exactly, because this word is not an E. This is not B. This sound is BR, which is the sound, the symbol that we have in on top. And it's actually considered a vowel, not a consonant. Right? That's not an R. It's just a combination of letters that produce the rhotic Okay? This sound represents usually the IR as a verb, or when you pronounce happy birthday, birthday to you. Again, the IR. And a word that we are not considering is the word early, which starts with the sound er.
Oh
So
yeah,
you need to be
early.
exactly
Yeah.
the 2 syllables that we are looking for are here.
Could you repeat that part, please?
The 2 syllables that we are looking for
Yeah.
are these two. Early. Early.
Early.
And this is an expression that we use for a period of time, especially
Yes.
when it's at the beginning of history. For example, when you speak in history, I don't know, the Tenochtitlan, right? Tenochtitlan. And we are going to see the word where is the word? No, we don't have the word in this website. Look. Concern about the health of the indigenous population in early post-conquest. What's the meaning of this? At the beginning of the post-conquest. At the beginning of the period of the post-conquest. Or, for example, this. In the early 20th century. At the beginning of the 20th century. What is the opposite of early?
Lately?
Lately.
Ooh, lately is an adverb, and early is an adjective. Exactly. Repeat
late.
the what is late. Let's see.
Translate.
Let's
Latelo.
translate. Don't forget Tlatelolco.
The city with later history.
Exactly.
Look.
The
Look.
city with later. Look what?
Ven acá, look.
Looky,
It's Ivana's
the
dog.
dog. Okay. I thought you were saying look over there, look.
No.
The Aztecs under Spanish rule, or to what he called the city, with later historians building on his works. What is a later historian here? A later historian is a person who takes note of the late part of history, or more modern historians. In another context, we have late. Here. In the late century. However, one attestation in the late 16th century manuscript known as the Bancroft Dialogues. This is similar to say at the end of the 16th century. You see? At the end of the 16th century. Early versus late in this case. So, what's the word? Tell me, Rafa. Let's listen 3 more chances, okay? Listen to this.
Fraternity, like a mystical belly button.
Wait, is Rafa there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Let's listen.
Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
Can we start? Can I start again?
Do you want to listen again? Okay.
Fraternity looks like a mystical belly button. Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
Teacher, I think
Mhm.
is in the list of the verbs.
It's not there.
No?
And also it's because it's not a verb and it's not a new
Ah,
word.
vocabulary. Sorry, in the vocabulary.
It's not in the vocabulary because it's not a new word. It's a very, very easy word to talk about the beginning of a period of time. Were you checking the Wikipedia page on Tenochtitlan?
Yeah,
Right? What was the word used for the beginning of a period of time?
I don't remember.
What? That happens seconds ago. One more time. Opposite of late.
Early.
Now listen.
Ah,
Fraternity history, a mystical belly button. Early fraternity histories
early is it's a word.
The word is early.
Ah, uh,
Yes, exactly.
I
Meaning,
thought I thought was different words.
but why do we say early?
Um, I don't know why.
Try to
Just
connect what
just
I'm saying about Tenochtitlan.
just, just thought like it's a word uh, that sounds like early but isn't early. Yeah,
You thought it was a different word.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, pay attention to the explanation because if we are talking about history, right? There are 2 points in a period of time, or 3. Let's say 3: the early times, the mid times, and the late.
late.
So if you talk about the century, for example, century 16, right? In the early 16th century, something happened. In the
Yeah,
mid 16th century, something else happened, and in the late 16th century, something else happened. These are like that to indicate at what point of history everything happened.
yeah. The sentence is complete now,
The
right?
sentence is complete now. But that's, yes, of course, the sentence is complete. But I want you to remember this usage
Yeah,
because it's super important in the audios in a normal class in English. You're gonna see these words very often.
yeah.
Got it? The word was early, guys.
Early,
There you go.
early.
Yes, Rafa.
Is
I know. Isaac.
no, no, Rafa. Is it another word before early? I think that I heard the early the early fraternity history.
Can be if we are talking about the specific early fraternity histories. Are we talking about a specific or in general?
I think that I think that in general, no.
Totally agree. And if it's in general, you don't need the article.
Okay, yes.
All right? If you listen,
pointical belly button. Early fraternity histories
we start the sentence in early.
Yeah,
Okay, yes, just the pronunciation was kind of weird, but yes.
Well, it's not a pronunciation. Probably there are 2 things that can affect this. One, right before he pronounces early, there is a page sound effect, like a paper-like sound effect,
Okay, yes.
right? And the second is that probably you are adding the article the naturally because in Spanish it would be impossible to start with early fraternity histories. Probably you are adding this subconsciously.
Yes, maybe.
That's another thing that happens. So remember, rules the way if you can say, okay, I think it's supposed to be the, But if I know the rules, I can know that it's not there, and then you can infer it before. So good job. Hello, Jessie. Are you there?
Hello, teacher. Yes.
Hi. Welcome. You're back. You were very busy this week.
Yes.
Okay, I imagine. Yes. I mean, we were just checking the exam. Fortunately, you didn't lose a lot, but next classes are gonna be very important. Okay, because next week we're gonna start with a lot of listening, like a lot of listening.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's go now with question number 2. Question number 2 will be: How did the college? No, how was the American college system born? Okay.
Yes.
Who remembers information about this? I see you speaking, Rafa, but I don't know if it's with us because you did it.
Can you unmute me?
Oh, I think I cannot unmute you.
You can unmute me.
Yes? No, I cannot. I need to
Yeah.
ask your permission to unmute you.
Ah, okay.
Can I unmute people? No, in the Zoom settings, there's no setting for that. Or is it? Well, anyway, do you remember anything about this?
American college system. No, teacher, I don't
All right.
think so.
That was very in a very specific point of the video. Okay, we're gonna begin with you. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
With me?
Yes, with you.
No.
1, 2, 3. Action.
Point to activities had begun. The next connected three fraternities were similarly academic. By 1825, 3 purely social fraternities at Union College in Schenectady formed. The college system had begun.
Okay. 3 fraternities form 3 fraternities make the American college system. It isn't
Literal.
yeah 3 fraternities makes the create create the American college system, but isn't textually,
Exactly.
I need to listen again, and I will take my notes because I tried to open it, and I couldn't this time.
Okay,
So
I'll give you seconds to let me know when you're ready.
yeah,
Open your
uh,
notes.
now I'm ready.
Okay, 1, 2.
College, 1825, 3 purely social fraternities at Union College in Schenectady formed. The college system had begun.
3 priorly societies
3 what?
in 3 priorly societies
Free early.
priorly
Free
no
early.
priorly no
Free.
priorly
Like
priorly
free early. Okay.
in 1821. I
Free
I
early. 18.
no in uh the date is before the 3.
So don't give me location. Give me complete ideas.
Yeah, in 1821,
1821.
three early fraternities. Yeah, I will work uh, uh, with this. I will work with this. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Third repetition.
In 1825, and early fraternities were similarly academic. By 1825, 3 purely social fraternities at Union College in Schenectady formed. The college system had begun.
Oh no. Is in 1825. Uh, and after fraternities, suspensing points,
Okay.
and is connecting 4.
Is connecting for
Yeah, I think so. And then um,
suspensive points.
then the American college system.
Okay, I think the issue with notes in this case, I don't know you, but taking notes with a keyboard, do you know what is a keyboard? Right?
Yeah.
It's longer, no? It takes more time.
Yeah, I lost little moments at the beginning of the text, and
Yes.
I tried to to catch something of the next part of the text, like the
Right.
last part, the
Yeah,
finished part.
like something over there. Uh-huh. Then we need to do some methodology. The other day I was telling, for example, Isaac, that because Isaac does the same as you, but he writes the words, or used to write the word on paper, no? But then when he forgets the spelling of a word, his mind goes to, ooh, what's the spelling? While the person is speaking in the video. And then the spelling becomes a distraction to the video.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, I am trying to write and I am trying to spell the words correctly, but my mind is going directly to a different place instead of actually listening to what I need to listen, right? That's why
yeah,
paraphrasing, the first thing that we do is paraphrasing, right? But paraphrasing is a comfort zone,
yeah. I'm
definitely.
I'm very well paraphrasing.
Definitely. So what we're gonna do is, in my case, for example, I don't know if that's gonna be like strange, but when you see, for example, how can I explain this to you? I am a very visual guy, okay? I am a very visual guy, and two things work for me. Okay, we're gonna go through. Let me show you what works for me. Okay, I'm gonna show you the sentence. Look at this. Class in progress. Oh, that's amazing. So check this out.
Okay.
We go through this. So the sentence says early fraternity histories. I don't know why it says histories. I think it's historians, but I'm not sure. Point to phi beta kappa as the first fraternity. Okay, this is how my mind works, and this is how I do to understand when I watch a movie and I remove the subtitles. I try to put some visual cues that can help me understand people, and that's why I associate like words together and etc. Okay. In my case, for example, I can see that the word fraternity is twice. Okay. And then I saw in the video that people say frat too. So for me, when I take notes and I'm listening, it's not necessary to write the full sentence, right? So the first play, I hear this.
In 25, three
Can you hear me? Can you hear the video?
No.
Oh, so then,
No, yes, we
Yes.
can hear it.
yeah. Okay.
purely
yeah.
social fraternities at Union College 18th Society, founded at William and Mary to Phi Beta Kappa. Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
The first thing that I do is, in my mind, to count how many words he said. And the first thing that I do is locate the verb. Because when I locate the verb, I am able to separate the sentence. So when I hear this,
It kind of looks like a mystical belly button. Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
I understand automatically. Point to and then I can make a suspensive point because I forgot the rhythm. Check how I started detecting rhythm, not words.
Yeah.
The first word was point to ta 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 ta, and this information is here. Phi beta kappa. So now I use my eyes, right? For the next part. Phi. I have the symbols over there. Phi beta kappa. The mysterious symbol that is here is the symbol that I copied over here. So that I don't need to remember the whole word. I just listen. Because if I read phi, my mind is going to read phi. Do you agree? So it's better to use my ears to detect the symbols and to detect the pronunciation, so I can say, okay, I need 3 words in this case. I have the verb, and I have phi beta kappa provided by the visual reference. So that's the way I can detect information. Now I need the rhythm for the second part. Rhythm. Check the rhythm. You don't need to remember words. You need to obey rhythm. It's like a musical thing. You see what I mean?
Okay.
It's very different. Then it's not really memorizing words. It's more like It's musical. What you hear needs to be sound, right? It's not alphabet. Alphabet is after. How many words do we have later? According to the original sentence, it is Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity, right? So it's one word, two words, three words, four words. But what do I listen? Let's hear the rhythm.
Fraternity history, a mystical belly button. Early fraternity histories point to Phi Beta Kappa as the first fraternity.
As the first fraternity. Da, 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 da. As the first fraternity. That part is easy to understand, right? Again, I listen.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. As the first fraternity. As the first fraternity. I don't need to write first completely. And I don't need to write fraternity completely. It's just a visual reference to represent the word that I have in my mind. You see? So technically, but the whole point of this is listening is not about words memorizing. Listening it's about rhythm. It's music. Every sound that American people emit is music. And if you have the ability, for example, to memorize American music or lyrics, then you will be able to understand what they say. In this particular case, these notes are visual reference only. It's like just like I wrote the Phi Beta Kappa symbols. I wrote the first with a number, and I wrote frat instead of fraternity. Short visual references to make it faster. Your notes is going to be a mess. It's a whole disaster, right? But that's not the important part. The important part is this. So this is
Yeah.
a whole new thing, right?
This is a very different way to take notes, like to
Totally.
understanding the yeah.
Yeah, I like taking notes is not, especially for listening, it won't be. No, if you're writing and you're like fraternity has double T, when you start thinking about the double T fraternity, you didn't hear the audio. You were
Yeah,
like, no.
yeah, and I lived this with pretty early
Ah,
because it
okay,
was like, no, pretty early can be. Maybe it's another thing, and that was this, and
right.
that's the reason why when I said pretty early, I said like, please interpret this sound
Sound.
and told me what is,
Yes, and
like
that your
pretty
mind goes
early,
to a very
pretty
different dimension.
early. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and I just did te- I just listened by order of the sentence. Like first, I focused at the beginning and like that. But yes, your way is so much better.
Try to use it like that. I don't know how effective it is for everybody because I am super aware that something that works for me probably doesn't work for a lot of people. But when we are talking about listening, nobody really considers listening as a sound. We consider listening as a transcription. No, we imagine text.
Yeah,
But what we have to do is to imagine word, syllable, sound, rhythmic, phonetic. It's so distant from paper. It's not paper, it's
Yeah.
sound, That's what I think. So I want to check how you can do this, guys. I'm gonna help you with this, okay? Now, give me a second because Jesse is in the chat. So, hello, Jesse.
Hello.
Hi.
Good night, everyone. So I will take attendance, please. Is
Yes.
here Silvana?
Yes, Jesse, I'm here.
Hi, Silvana. Good night.
Hi, Jesse.
Isaac?
Hello, here.
Hi, Isaac. Thank you. Good night. And Rafael?
Hello, Jesse. Good night.
Hi, Rafael. Good night. Thank you. And he... And Jessie.
Hello, I am here.
Thank you, Jessie. Good
Perfect.
night. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
See you.
So, what do you think, guys, about this new methodology? that was it would have been useful 2 months ago. Honestly, I couldn't find the words 2 months ago, so I'm sorry if I didn't tell you this before. But not right now, like a little bit of an eureka moment. I had an eureka moment, and I was like, okay, I think I need to tell them how I make notes. So I don't know if that's gonna work for you. What do you think about this? In the case of Rafa, okay, he told me that he likes it. Let's try to check it. I really suggest you take a pen or a pencil and a whiteboard to draw, not to write, to draw. Like to detect how many words I listen and to detect where is the verb, etc. In the case of Isaac, for example, Jesse, for example, what do you think about this way to take notes on listening?
Sorry. Eh, Can you hear Silvana talking?
She's very far away. I cannot hear her
Yeah,
very
no,
well.
no, it's okay because she's talking about other things.
She's conquered.
I think that as you mentioned, we need to find our own way to understand this, or not to do this exercise, and I think that I'm using part that you recommend, but I'm also trying to find a new way to do it, maybe that fits better for me.
And what's the way? What are you trying?
Well, actually, I started like not writing the complete idea. I mean, I'm using just parts because I was trying to write the complete words and everything. So, as you mentioned, when you told me the other day, I noticed that I will never finish in that way because I cannot write as fast as the audio goes. So I try to cut the course, the word, sorry, and then try to remember the rest, and maybe in the second or the third repetition, I just add the parts that are missing. But I know the complete words, even I didn't write it completely.
Then what do? You write like you write
Maybe not the complete word, only the first uh, the
syllable.
the first syllable. Yes,
Good.
yes, and then I can continue, but I already know what's the meaning of that syllable.
That's a good way, brother. I like
Yes.
that methodology. Is the first syllable of every word?
Well, not obviously not if the word is, how say, short. I can write it completely,
Of
or,
course.
or if I think it will be something difficult to remember or something that I can confuse, then I write a little more than the first syllable.
Exactly. So you start,
Yes.
yeah, because sometimes some connectors can be affected. If you
Ah, ah,
say,
Oh, yes, I'm also write the first part and the last syllable. If it is a large word, I try to complete it maybe in the second repetition. I try to add the last syllable just to remember, no? Because I can connect the first and the last syllable to
cool,
complete the word. Yeah.
good job, good job. Okay, you are definitely not a drawer. You don't draw, right?
No.
No.
So what you can do is now implement into that syllable understanding. Detect the verb phrase. What is a verb phrase? If the person said have, if you detected a verb in past, if you detected a verb to be, that's gonna be your beginning.
Okay,
So then
yes.
you can start with, okay, I have the verb, who did this verb, and what's the
Yes.
complement?
Yes, actually, that's a really good advice because yes, you already have a point to start, no? Because
Definitely.
yes, it's something difficult to find the how to say, well, yes, the first point that you can use as like a reference, no? To yes, once you have it, you can go back or maybe how to say go
Go forward.
forward. Yes, correct.
Yes, exactly. And then you are like, okay, I have, now it's not a very long process of information. Now it's three sections that I can understand very well. What's the person? Probably there's a lot of words in the person. What's the verb? Probably there's a lot of verbs in words in the verb. In this case, for example, the word point to, the connector to is included into the verb. Sometimes there are phrasal verbs, sometimes there are many verbs connected, no? But the verb is going to extend it. So as long as you find the verb, you have a point to start. You have a beginning to start listening.
Yes, and I think that it's the most difficult part because the first person that well, the person that starts with the exercise help. I think that helps so help us to to find that reference, and then
Exactly.
the the how say the following person can complete based on that idea.
Exactly. Exactly. If the first person found the verb, everybody has all the tools to complete the sentence.
Yes, it's easier.
Exactly. That's the only thing. And let's do something. We're gonna try this methodology in another way. Okay? Let me hear the sentence, and I'm going to tape three different sections, three different squares here that are going to represent the subject of the sentence, the verb of the sentence, and the complement of the sentence. Okay? Like when we did the last exercise, do you remember there was a question that was very long? Because there were 5 points in the ADHD video,
Yes, I remember that one.
right? So that specific part was precisely 5 points, five complete ideas, and they represent five different verbs, right?
Yes.
In this case, let me hear so I can divide. And like Julio Caesar said, divide and conquer. Let's listen to this, okay?
Founded purely social were similarly academic. By 1825, three purely social fraternities at Union College in Schenectady formed.
Check this out. These are purple. That's a noun, and that's a verb. Do you remember what are purples in our color
Uh,
system?
I think they are nouns.
Wrong.
No,
Noun
I
is
don't remember.
blue.
Oh,
Noun is blue. The purple ones are
okay.
adverbs.
Oh, adverbs.
And the green one in our system are verbs. Okay. And what kind of adverbs are we talking about? Because teacher, you told me that adverbs emphasize, you told me that adverbs describe, adverbs tell me a lot of things, right? I'm gonna help you even further. This adverb tells you the when. This adverb tells you the where. Okay? And that's the answer of the sentence. Let's go to first repetition. Go, Isaac.
Social fraternities at by 1825, 3 purely social fraternities at Union College in Schenectady formed.
Okay, I
Right?
think that
Did you see the divisions?
yes, yes. Well, I don't remember all of them, but yes,
Tell me one.
It's- I think that the first part is by 1825, and 3 purely social fraternities. And as unit college, I think.
As unit college. I guess.
Yes. And that's it.
And that's it. You don't have the verb.
No, I didn't get it.
That was your priority. Step number 1 is the verb.
I think that it says like, let me check. No, I don't have it.
Come on, that's exactly what we're saying. If you give me the verb, I have a starting point. The rest is just details, but the verb is the one.
Okay.
Okay, so help me, Jesse, find the verb.
Social, similarly at Virginia. It was an honor society, and early fraternities were similarly academic.
It starts over here, eh? 1, 2.
By 1825, 3 purely social fraternities at Union College in Schenectady formed. The college
I listen.
I heard.
Sure. I heard. Sorry, is the connection form?
Good. Connection doesn't exist. But the word
Bueno,
form.
something like connection form.
The word formed is a verb.
Okay.
The part of the connection and the part of that definitely doesn't exist.
Okay. So sure.
Okay. Let's see what else do we have. One more for Jessie because she hasn't participated so much. Okay. Then we go to Silvana. 1, 2, 3. Action.
college fraternity academic. By 1825, 3 purely social fraternities at Union College in Schenectady formed.
I listen in other word and form.
In other word formed.
Yes, the verb form.
Formed, exactly. Okay. Something happened in the noun, guys. In the noun, we have as unit college. The word as in the case of Rafa, no, in the case of Isaac, you said as, but that's impossible because the connector as is precisely a connector. So that doesn't represent one noun. A connector connects two nouns. But in this case, we cannot collocate a connector here because It would separate an and.
Okay. I
Then
wasn't sure about that part. I hear as or add. I don't remember.
as or
Mm,
at.
yeah.
Any of these two connectors cannot go inside the noun phrase. Noun
Okay.
phrase. What do you have, Silvana?
Uh, I don't know. I listen something like, and it's connecting for
And it's connecting for. And it's
form,
connecting for.
form like FORM.
Form. But do you agree that the word form is here?
Ah, yeah. Mm,
So then that, and it's connecting.
mm, mm,
Mm.
mm.
Okay. Rafa, what do you have?
Sure, I think three purely social fraternities ask.
Ask. Continue.
I maybe ask is the verb.
And what about formed?
Um, I think it's the complement.
Okay.
I it's
Nah,
just an idea. Yeah. No.
exactly. Technically, this sentence doesn't have complement.
Okay.
Or, yes, it has complements, but at the beginning. The when and the where are the complements.
Okay.
Okay? I'm gonna give you the answer. Are you ready for the truth? In 1925, three purely social fraternities. I forgot.
Social fraternities at Union
Ah,
College.
yes. The noun phrase stops here. There's no more. The second part are two locations, very specific locations.
At
Number one,
Unit College.
Ah,
exactly.
I'm sorry, I
Because
thought we were um searching for the other part.
that's the other part.
Okay.
Another part.
Un-
Another part.
mm, so it is at Unit College.
At Unit College, which is the first location that they gave us. Because, guys, we are talking about fraternities. Where are fraternities? At the supermarket?
maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. Yes, Obama is having a demonic order under Walmart. Yes, of course. At unit colleges, only at universities, and in Schenectady.
Connect?
Schenectady.
What's that?
What's that? What is that? Is your ears trying to find words that are not there, but you are not checking the visual references. Observe
Oh,
this.
yes, at the
The
bottom.
map, exactly. Right here, we have the name of the place where all this happens. So
Is
you need
that
to
word
use.
in the vocabulary? I
That's not.
didn't know that word.
Of course, we don't know that word, but we are using our ears to detect what we have, and there is a visual reference. You don't need a vocabulary for this. You see the map, you see that we are talking about places, and you hear the person pronouncing Schenectady. So you say, okay, Schenectady. I copy the phonetics. I don't read. So in the case of when Isaac said, "Oh my God, what is that?" Relax, just listen the phonetic. It's not about reading. Copy what he is pronouncing. Use your ears. Don't read. You know. Teacher is writing. I write. I do the part of writing. You do the part of listening. Got it?
Yes.
And boom, you have the idea.
1825, three purely social fraternities at Union College in Schenectady formed.
And that's it. And now it looks easy, no? I know, that's what happens. If you separate, that's
I
who
heard,
Julius is.
I heard connecting.
Connecting
Oh, yeah.
many times. Actually, everybody was saying connecting, but we never paid attention to the word shush because the guy pronounced connected.
Maybe this guy has an speaking problem, like,
No, he
oh shit.
doesn't. No, he speaks normally.
Different accent. I don't know.
It's just a strange place, the name,
Yeah.
That's just a name. When
This
we are talking about,
this was
sorry,
difficult
yes, if
for
we
this.
depend, this was difficult. If we depend on the alphabet and if we depend on complete words and we don't hear phonetics, rhythm, pronunciation, we are going to get a lot of issues. And most importantly, division of a sentence. Because even when I gave you the reference that it's a place, you insisted that it was connected. And I was like, guys,
Yeah.
it's a place, connected is not a place, you know what I mean? That's the thing. So let's keep practicing listening. We need to check this, and this methodology of the colors can connect our system of colors. So I think we should do something like that for the future classes. So that's it for today. All right, after this impactful class. I hope I gave
Thank
you
you,
a couple
teacher.
of epiphanies, and I hope I see you on Monday.
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
teacher. Thank you.
Have a nice weekend, guys.
Nice
Enjoy.
weekend.
You too.
See
See
you.
you.
Drink a lot, eat a lot.
Of
Bye.
Drink a
course.
lot. Yeah.
Drink a lot, eat a lot. Whatever you want to drink, whatever, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Okay. Coffee, water.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
Teacher,
Hey,
I
what's
have
up?
a doubt. I paid the